Hi, everybody. Welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new live stream, and welcome to a very special live stream because today we have a special guest. Now, I'm here in my kitchen, of course. You know, I like to do the lives from in my kitchen. You can see everything behind. Nothing is really changed, but we're going to have a guest come on in just a second. First, I just want to say hello to a few people that are already here. I can see Gary. I can see Babel Cruising. I can see Real Moscow Projects, and possibly a couple of others are going to be here, but maybe not typing away. So let's see how it goes. So yeah, if you guys want to mention anything in the comments, you're more than welcome to chat away. Yeah, Gary, I see there. So, and of course, where are the comments? They're right here. So let's get this up and going. I see Babel Cruising. Yep. Good morning from the West Coast, San Francisco area. We know Real Moscow Project. And Gary's right there as well. And yeah, so okay, let's bring on our special guest, all the way from St. Petersburg, Russia. Of course, I'm in Moscow. We have Dima from Russia. So, hi, Dima, how's it going?
Hey guys.
So, this is our first time doing this live stream like this. So, please sort of bear with us. You're more than welcome to ask anybody who's in the comments, ask away any questions you like. And if we get some people here in the chat, it'll be really amazing. I see Ami as well from Ethiopia. What do you know about Ethiopia, Dima?
I know nothing about it.
How's your geography of the world? No, you can answer anything as you wish, so don't be shy. And how about Babel? She's from San Francisco. What do you know about San Francisco?
I never been in San Francisco and America too, but okay. I really want.
All right. So now everybody, Dima from Russia. He's from St. Petersburg. So maybe you can just briefly give us a little bit about yourself. Just the basics about.
Yeah.
Maybe...
Okay. So I'm just a regular guy from Russia, and
yep. Maybe how old you are, if you want to give that away.
Yeah, I'm 25.
Okay.
I'm 25. I live in St. Petersburg, not in the center, historical center, and at the
regional area, I guess. I don't know.
Like Parnas. Parnas, can you?
Okay, I don't really know anyway. Whatever, you'll tell me where you live. So and
Parnas, it's like a little town near the St. Petersburg. It's based on last metro station.
Okay, right
last, metro station.
And then
like
no worries. No, you keep going.
I need to drink a little.
And sort of maybe, so you're maybe working, you're studying. What sort of things are you doing right now?
Yeah, I've been working in the internet, like the whole things I'm doing, like my cash flow. It's all from internet.
Okay.
I'm hiring people in the US.
Okay.
I'm working at the Russian company based by created by Russian man who came to US like 10 years ago.
Okay, sure.
And I find him in social media. It's called VK, Vkontakte.
Yep.
A Russian social media, and I've been searching for work in internet, and I saw his page. Nothing says about he is hiring someone.
Right.
but I decided to text him. Uh, could you give me some job, like something like this? Random
Sure.
text for random guy from US. And he said, okay, you can try to do like this. And
Hmm.
in the next months, next 2 months, I I mm, I get into his like
So you're
I
doing
mean,
basically like working remotely with a US company.
yeah, I'm working remotely, and I am hiring
Hmm.
people from Russia who came to US, like same as immigrants from Ukraine right
Uh-huh.
now. And
Sure.
with Ukraine, they have a special um, immigrant peril. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, like a
Immigrant
visa
peril.
program and things like that, or
Yeah. This is a program for immigrants from Ukraine, and they may get to job. They can go to job, like
hmm.
simply.
Okay, like a visa process or a hiring
Yeah,
process or a
yeah,
kind of
exactly.
like some sort of a working visa program.
Yeah, something
And
like
you're
that. But
looking for computer programmers and people that are working around like computer programming or things like that, or
I am texting in like same thing. I'm texting in social media, in
hmm.
like yellow papers, in internet,
Yeah, okay.
um, uh, based in
Hmm.
US for Russians, for Russian speakers, like in from Kazakhstan,
Sure.
Belarus, Russia, Ukraine, and another country. And
Wow.
I'm texting in this social media.
Hmm.
Hey guys, I'm hiring people for special works like cable technician, like appliance repair,
Ah,
and
okay. So you're looking for skilled workers,
yeah,
but look.
it's not office job,
Ah, right. Understand.
but you can earn not not little money, but
Yeah.
you can earn five 5 to 10 thousand dollars per month.
Wow. Okay. So, but it's
Yeah,
obviously you have to have the
hard job, hard work,
yeah,
and
of course.
pay hard.
Right. And you're doing it from your room in Moscow in I keep
Yeah,
wanting to say
yeah,
Moscow in St.
well,
Petersburg.
like in my room, like
Right. Gary's
every.
saying hello there. So Gary is our moderator in the channel.
Hey Gary,
He's actually in Germany. So um, then we have Christine from Southern Ontario. Do you know where Ontario is?
Canada, of course.
Canada, yes. Southern Ontario, Canada, yes.
Yeah. Uh,
Um,
in
yeah.
Canada, uh, I'm looking for a situation about Ukraine, about Russia, about immigration
Yeah,
process
right. Okay.
for Ukrainians exactly,
Hmm.
especially because I have relatives in Ukraine. All
Sure.
my all my blood and my veins from Ukraine, because uh, whole my family,
Hmm.
we are from Ukraine actually.
Oh,
But
okay.
my mother, my father, we have a Russian passport because we moved to Russia like in 80s, like
Yeah,
in
right.
80s.
In 80s, right. In the
Yeah, in
Soviet
80s.
times, right.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
I think
And
slowly as I'm meeting more and more people here in Moscow, like from my wife's family, friends, and a lot of people seem to have like Russian, Ukrainian kind of
yes,
relatives and background and everything that's going on right now. You know what I mean? Suddenly, you can even like back in Australia, we've got friends that are Ukrainians that are in Australia. I mean, my wife speaks to them in Russian. They're really like equal, with each other. But now there's that little bit of divide created a little bit, right?
yeah. I know some people in my friends and mm, in my friends
Yeah,
zone.
yeah.
who talk to people in Ukraine with via relatives,
Yeah.
and they get mad, the relatives from Ukraine, and they talk how you can say this, how you can say that. You
Yeah.
watch the Russian news, and
Mm-hmm.
you know nothing about situation in Ukraine.
Right.
But I think it can be uh, it can be real, but only if you're 50 and older,
Right.
because the younger people,
Mm-hmm.
they have a social media, have a skills like search, like find um, um, media resources, who can give you information like true
Right.
information.
This is the thing
In,
at the moment, right? So there's like, I always sort of explain it like this, that I feel like there's three sides to the story. There's kind of like what we're seeing from the Russian side, especially from
yeah,
Russian TV and news.
yeah,
Then there's the Ukrainian news and what news they're putting out. And then there
yeah,
seems to be like the Western news, like the third version of it. And they're basically, basically a lot of them that were in Russia, they've obviously all left. There were a lot of all the reporters that were here in Moscow and probably in St. Petersburg, and because they are worried about what they're saying and they can't report on certain things, they can't say certain things that basically aren't already published by the Russian government, right? So they can't be outspoken about things because they can't
yes,
say untruthful things, if you like, if that makes sense.
yeah. uh, if you say untrue, you go to jail like
Mm-hmm.
up to 50 years.
15.
15, 15
Yeah.
years, yeah, exactly.
So yeah. So now, what we might do, I didn't really put any questions together. So if anyone's got any questions in the chat, Gary says that it sounds interesting business, but with certain things going on, maybe. So like what you're doing for a job is interesting, but maybe in light of what's going on, it's good or bad at the moment and things like that. So
For my job
mhm,
in US,
mhm. Yeah,
um,
like now that there's obviously more of a spotlight on these two countries, right? So um, it's, I don't know. That's just, now at the moment there seems to be more of a spotlight on things. The Ukrainians will never forgive the Russians.
yeah,
This is
I guess this situation will be for years, like 4 years. All the Ukraine will be like in their memory. This mm, all that happened will be in memory of the Ukrainians and the Russians, I guess too,
I think the
because
biggest the biggest thing now though is especially everybody that's younger, maybe like you were saying under 50. Now everything's become a social media kind of event, whereas that wasn't the case years ago, right? I mean, everyone has a phone now, everyone has access to social medias, and it's become a bigger thing and more prominent than it ever was 20, 30, 40 years ago, right? I mean,
yeah,
um,
I think this is um, mm, how can I say that?
yeah, just keep it simple, that's all.
I'm trying. My English is not like in middle level to thinking in English. I'm
Hmm.
trying to think in Russian and retranslate it in a real time.
Now,
It's really hard.
with living in St. Peters, you've been to Moscow before, right?
Yep.
Now, how
I've been
would you
in Moscow,
compare
and
St. Petersburg and Moscow? How would you compare the two?
uh, I
Simply, how would you compare it? Not like
okay.
in detail, I guess.
Okay. I guess the Moscow like more rapidly. You need to um, moving fast in the metro, in the streets, like not in the streets of center,
Hmm.
like in streets. when you go in your job,
Mhm.
when you go in somewhere.
There's always a
Uh,
rush in Moscow.
yeah,
Mhm.
and like rush hour,
Mhm.
in Moscow, I guess it's harder comparing to St. Petersburg.
So it's a bit of a slower pace of life, you'd say, in St.
Yeah,
Petersburg.
yeah.
Oh.
I've been in Moscow. Like every month, I go into Moscow in the past
Uh-huh.
because I have a job with a video operator. Like I'm video operator. Uh, I'm made videos in YouTube. I'm making videos. I'm continuing videos
Uh-huh.
making on YouTube for me, for myself, for my channels,
Uh-huh.
my main channel, this channel, and
Uh-huh.
other channels for different topics.
Mhm.
And I am doing work job like recording videos for another people. And
Uh-huh.
I had a special client from
Mm.
Moscow. Um, this that was a woman. Um, she have um, she have like close um, close relationships
Mhm.
with her husband. Her husband
Mhm.
have a close relationship with our um, president, not president, like a
Right.
ex-president,
Oh, okay. So, but she was
Medvedev.
she had a YouTube channel, or she was doing
Yeah,
social media and
she had a YouTube channel, and I can share it with you.
uh-huh.
You
See
can
that you were
see.
basically helping her with her YouTube channel and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
We're making videos because she wanted to someone behind the camera, and
Mhm.
if it's someone, if nobody behind the camera, she goes a little bit shy, and I don't know.
Oh,
that
sure.
that
So
was
she's
that
not
was
able to she wasn't able to film herself, but
Yep,
if you
yep, yep.
film her, she's like comes out of her skin.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know
Um,
how. I don't have these problems like I am filming myself, but she had, and
oops. Oh, yeah. There we go. I was just pressing there. Love Viborg. Don't like St. Petersburg.
Viborg is the like
Have you
uh,
been to
ex.
Viborg?
Yeah, I've been in Viborg. It's like an ex-Finland zone, Finland territory.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Near St. Petersburg.
Yeah, yeah. You can move to Viborg on Lastочка. Lastочка is like a subsun
Yeah.
between Saint Petersburg and Moscow, and
Yeah, yeah.
another.
Mm-hmm.
And it like 1 or 2 hours, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2 hours.
Bim Jim says I watched the Duran. Enough said. I'm not sure what that references. The
The
Duran.
Duran.
Is that like a channel or news or
I
something?
don't
I'm not.
know.
I'm
Don't
not
know.
sure either. So, um, um, Janez 55. How's it going? We're going to see people in the chat that I don't see often. So, Dimmer, were you ever at the Caspian or Black Sea coast?
Nope, I never been here.
No. Have you traveled outside of the outside of Russia?
Yeah, I traveled outside of Russia with my parents,
Mm-hmm.
like in uh, 28,
Mm-hmm.
29, 2010.
Mm-hmm. Where did you go to?
Um,
Which sort of places?
uh, I need
Which
to,
countries did you go to?
I guess
Turkey. Did
it
you go to
was,
Turkey, Cyprus, Greece? Any of these places in Europe, maybe? Or
I guess it was Bulgaria?
Bulgaria? Okay,
Maybe,
sure.
maybe it
Mm-hmm.
was
Varna, Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. I guess, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it
So
was
you haven't
Bulgaria.
been to the Caspian Sea or the Black Sea?
Yeah.
No? You haven't been to any of these places?
Uh,
Janice
uh,
says she's waiting for me to go, Russell, to go there and have a snack and drink down at the Black Sea or the Caspian Sea. What do you think? How far is it from Moscow? That I should look that up, shouldn't I? We're very unorganized in our live stream, aren't we, today?
I need to see the chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can't see the questions that are coming. Oh, sorry. I should have asked if you can see things.
I need to open the stream like in your channel
okay. I
to see
understand. Yeah.
in real time.
Yeah, it's a few seconds delayed from when it comes up to when we are seeing the questions. So, yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. By the way, this is a little bit. It's obviously scheduled. We had a plan to do the live stream, but how we're answering questions back and forward, we're doing it a little bit on the fly. So, if you have any questions, so Dima, what sort of brought you to making your YouTube channel? Dima from Russia, of course. What was the reason behind it? You want to show where you live, of course, things like that.
The main reason is diversify my income from YouTube. Like I had one channel in Russia, like different channels from for different topics, exactly same in Russia, and all the audience being from Russia, and
right.
Russian viewers can now make any income.
Right. So basically, the sanctions have basically they haven't shut down YouTube, but they've basically put a lot of restrictions on Russian YouTubers like yourself.
Yeah, and another reason I can make like into like advertisement on my channel, like inside my videos, but I'm not like it. I don't like
like sponsorships or things like that, or
I don't want to sell any products
or
any things to people who don't want this.
So Caspian Sea is Astrakhan, Black Sea is Sochi or Abkhazia for a cheap stay.
Abkhazia.
You know these places?
Yeah, Abkhazia, Sochi, yeah.
And we actually have a super chat from Ray Jones, 20 euros. Wow, thank you, Ray. Thank you very much. It's very appreciated. If anybody, I'm not sure if Dima knows or if you maybe watched the last live stream or two. So when I first did the live stream on this channel, the money was going towards taking my wife out for lunch or dinner. So that's actually still in the plans after the 21st, when YouTube pays the first month's money from YouTube for this channel. But now we've moved on. Now we're planning. We are going to be going to buy a microwave. Imagine, like
Ray Jones. This is that money goes to my microphone.
But my wife wants to get a microwave, not a microphone. Microwave. Yeah. So this is now like the standing thing about the channel. So the apartment that we live in here, that we're renting. So we moved back to Russia about seven months ago. I came about 7 months ago. My wife came a couple of months before me, and we didn't have any furniture, anything in the kitchen, anything at all. So we kind of we rented the apartment with that it was furnished, right? You know how it's coming with like a bed or a sofa, a table, wardrobe, but we don't have any appliances or anything in our kitchen. It feels like we moved in with just the basics. My wife literally moved in on her own before I came here, and the next morning she had to go to Hof. You know Hof.
I know Hof.
To buy like plates and pans and like a carpet for the bathroom, things like this. So now we're in the process of getting a microwave. So Ray, you're going to be a big hand in getting the microwave. It's kind of crazy here, though. One question to you: I don't know if you bought anything like electronics recently, or gadgets, maybe at MVideo or Eldorado. How do you feel about the prices?
after the sanctions comes to Russia. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about the prices of things now in the last 7 weeks?
Actually, I bought this camera, the newest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said to Russell, I bought it in Avito.
Mm-hmm.
Can you, Russell,
So
like
Avito is like a kind of Facebook Marketplace. I think that's the best way to describe it. But you can buy new products on there as well. It's
shipped
kind of similar to,
AliExpress?
yeah, probably closer to Amazon, but you're buying it from a third-party company, not directly from the brands necessarily. So, but Avito, you can also buy second-hand items from somewhere in your suburb or across Moscow. You can also buy cars on there. You can buy houses. You can find places to rent. It's very, very multi usable, this website Avito. I actually like Avito, by the way. So, but how do you feel like if you had to have bought something 7 weeks ago and then now?
If I decided to buy this camera like 1 or 2 months ago, I buy it for 30,000 rubles.
Rubles?
Yeah, 30,000.
But now?
But now I bought it for 50,000 rubles.
Wow. So what's that? 30 or 40% more almost.
Yeah.
Wow.
But if I don't choose the Avito, and if I decided to buy it like MVideo and DNS and
so DNS, for everyone watching who's not in Europe, I guess DNS is a electronics store similar to Best Buy in America, similar
like,
to
local Russian.
Yeah. So yeah, it's but it's DNS is very good. It's like every man's dream store because it's computers, phones, cameras, anything.
And
gadget-wise.
if I decided to buy it in DNS, I buy it for like 65,000 rubles.
Wow. So based on that original price, it's doubled.
Yeah.
Doubled in price. Oh, it's like making you cry a little bit, no?
Yeah.
So that's the hardest thing. I talked about this on a stream last week because we replaced our Wi-Fi router in our apartment. Yeah. And the price had gone from 2,500 rubles. Okay, it's basic model to 4,000 rubles. Like it's just, I mean, so we're talking in rubles, everybody, but even if it was in dollars, it's gone up almost double for it. You know, like an item that was $30 to like $60, $70. Yeah, so Gary wants to know what's on your head. What's on your head?
This is like
we didn't notice it before now.
This tape is covering my huge pimple.
So so now, Dima, the most important thing is when you've got like huge pimples, you're not meant to say that. So if you're going to meet a girl in the street, you're not meant to say that. You're meant to say, what are you going to say otherwise?
I'm going to say, but I've been in like a street fight.
Yeah, right. You're in a street fight. Yeah. So Real Moscow says, just like my camera, she has the same model or maybe the same one.
Osmo Pocket, I guess.
Yes.
I like it.
Janez says, Dima, why do Russians like going to Egypt, Turkey, Thailand, Bali, but not like going to interesting places in their own country? Do you have an opinion on that? Why do Russians like going to Turkey and Egypt so quickly versus maybe going to Crimea or
I guess the
Sochi?
question. Yeah, I guess the question about отдых. Maybe you can can translate it from Russian. One second.
What do you think? You know, because like my wife actually, going back quite a few months ago, she went on a trip to Egypt for
like a rest. like a
Yeah, for
rest.
rest, right? She went to an all-inclusive. She went with a couple of friends. They got like a very cheap price. They went for 5 days, and
Yeah, I think this is because of the price. Because the prices in Sochi
mhm.
in
I think
summer season and any season, it's like uh, it's like more than any Russian town or city, like in a regular time, in a regular season. It's higher any time in a whole year.
mhm.
In Sochi, in Abkhazia, it's actually Russia and not Russia, because they have a conflict.
Mhm.
Georgia and Russia, they have a conflict about Abkhazia, and I don't know the prices in
So people are
Abkhazia.
going to Turkey and Egypt because it's cheap,
Yeah,
basically cheap
yeah,
holidays, and you get better
y-
value for money. I think. I think that's probably
yeah, yeah. I
the key.
guess this is the main reason why the people going. And
Real Moscow says you've got a really good camera.
thank you, Real Moscow. Real Moscow project. This is a Russian,
Yep,
Russia
she's
base, I
here in
guess.
Moscow. Yeah, I chatted to her, and actually we're possibly going to meet tomorrow, possibly because
Oh,
we're going to go
nice.
to see a train exhibition tomorrow. Trams. There's a tram
Oh, nice,
exhibition
nice, nice.
tomorrow at Vedenha. You know Vedenha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've got some trams in storage there that they're going to bring out tomorrow to parade, because they don't bring them out very often, to show all the old,
Mm.
I'm going to say trams. So
Trams.
there's a possibility we may be at the same place at the same time tomorrow, but I'm not sure. Never
You
been
you
to
you
that.
should record this, the
Uh,
meeting.
so Janice says that she's sorry. Real Moscow project. Janice says I've never been to that country, but I visited Volgograd, Yaroslav, Tula, Viborg, Kaliningrad. Wow, Janice has been everywhere. I've never been
Yeah.
to that. So yeah, some people really traveling. Lauren Sunderland is from Australia, by the way. Hi, I'll probably fall back
Lauren.
asleep.
Hey, no.
It's 2:30 in the morning. Good to see you both. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, I think Lauren was in the other live streams that I've done when you've been in the chat, I think.
I need to say another reason why I'm doing this channel. It's
Mm-hmm.
because I gonna improve my English skills, because this is not the easiest way to learn English, but I guess it's more like you talk to people, to someone, and um, and you can
Sorry.
um,
Keep going.
and you can like in SpongeBob, like
You can learn very fast, I think.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
crash course.
Yeah.
I bought a new fridge and it cost 1 month's income, like many people retired in Canada. So yeah, like Blim Jim there is just talking about the price of things at the moment, and they bought a new fridge and it cost 1 month's income. You know, probably wouldn't be like the cost of things like a fridge right now or a washing machine in Russia has gone up dramatically. Would you agree with that? Like if you have to buy a new fridge, or if you went to appliance stores?
I have no, but
No? Maybe you should go and check.
yeah, I guess we need to go to DNAS store and check the
My
prices.
problem was I never really looked like 2 months earlier to
Yeah.
compare. You know what I mean? So unless you
Understand.
really
Yeah.
genuinely know the price, like things like electronics, like we're buying, like my microphone here has gone from 8,000 rubles now to 14,000 rubles.
Oh.
So, which is just, it's hard to even fathom this. And my wife was telling me, you need to buy this, you need to buy that before possibly the prices change. And even with the Wi-Fi router, she's laughing at me because I ended up paying so much more. Blim Jim says that it's a gunshot wound. You should tell people it's a gunshot wound on your forehead.
Gunshot wound.
It would have to have been a ricochet, I think. I don't know about a wound. Gary
It's
says
like
that.
it's like six on this tape.
Uh-huh.
Six.
Gary says the reason why people travel to like Turkey and Egypt is because of the weather. It's probably
Well,
the weather is better as well. Like you can travel now, for instance, to these countries, and you're going to get warmer weather than here in Moscow and St. Petersburg, right?
yeah, yeah.
Vacation is this is the translation from Real Moscow Projects. Vacation is
Vacation. Yeah.
uh-huh. Lots of Russians are in Bali, says TTs. How are we going? Lots of Russians in Bali right now.
Yeah, I wanted to say about Bali
Mm-hmm.
because the Bali, I watched some videos about Bali from Russians who
Mm-hmm.
came in Bali like 2 years ago, in
Mm-hmm.
a couple of months ago, before the situation started or after it, and all that people says that the Bali is the cheapest place in the whole world.
Like because of the value of the rupiah is the currency there, right? So
Yeah.
I'll skip through some. Sochi is very expensive, but not the only vacationing destination by far. So yeah, Janine says that there's lots more places in Russia besides Sochi, but I think everybody kind of gets that in their head that's the place to go to, right? That's the place to be seen. Yeah, it's cheaper and there's a good weather and a sea, and Russia is cold for 6 months of the year. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sochi is too expensive, but I want to see it. Why not? So Real Moscow wants to go there, but it's expensive. But I guess it's kind of you've got to go, right? You've got to experience it just to see for yourself. Is it really worth paying that more money to go to another Russian city?
Yeah.
Dimmer, have you ever wanted to visit San Francisco?
Of course. I know one of the developers from YouTube, Doronichev. I forgot his name. He has like a hub for startuppers from Russia and Ukraine and all Russian-speaking countries in San Francisco.
Okay.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm just opening my window
place.
because my computer's getting a little bit warm. And I've had the window in the kitchen closed. So sorry, I had to just get up and change. So yeah, you want to go to, I think it's San Francisco is like where all of the tech companies are, right? Is that the like Silicon Valley, like California?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
All the Russians, there's actually a huge population of Russian like computer programmers, and they're saying now that possibly they're all going to leave Russia because their skills are so valuable that there'll be like a brain drain. That's what they're saying. It's going to be a brain drain of
brain
Russia.
Drain.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm agree, but not.
One second. I'm going to move. Keep talking. I'm just going to move the window again.
Yeah, I guess not everyone from Russia who know how to programming, how to like all the computing stuff, who can leave the country because of the English skills. It's I guess it's like the same important doing programming and have a strong English skills.
Right.
To being hired from another foreign company.
Right. Yeah. So I think Russians like to travel to Bali and so on because we do not see a lot of sun and no good beaches and sea here. I guess that's very true.
Yeah.
Lauren says, Dimmy, you should get a student visa and come to a university in Australia so you can travel around. So in Australia, we call university uni. That's uni. The Aussie slang word for university. You go to uni in Australia.
I've been watched some YouTubers,
Mm-hmm.
like Russian YouTubers from Australia, who helping to getting into Australia, like getting student visa, getting like some another reasons to get in Australia and stay here. But
Yeah.
but
Meet a nice Australian girl at the bar, and
yeah, but I guess it's not too easy to like uh, after you get this student visa and
Mhm.
studying,
Yeah,
process of studying, like 2 years, I guess, though, two
yeah,
years,
yeah. Right,
and after that you need to find a job, find
right.
a
In real life.
employee to, yeah, find a employee,
Yeah, employer. Right.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
employer to who who gonna be interested in especially you from
Right.
Russia, like
Mm-hmm.
like English is not too good, and he need to like any papers like visa for 1 year, for 2 year, like working with a job visa.
Yeah. So
And
TT says Sochi was only good when the Formula One was there.
uh,
Sochi was
uh-huh.
only good when it had the Formula One.
Uh-huh.
They had the Formula One in Moscow, I think, quite a few years ago. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Blim Jim says San Francisco was cool in the '60s when I was a hippie. You know what is
Hippie.
a hippie?
Yeah, I know, hippie.
Like from '60s, and I think was it
Yeah.
'70s as well. Like when they had long hair and they went to concerts, listened to music.
Well, I like Beatles.
Yeah, like back, yeah, during this time. Yeah, I think that was kind of the roughly the same time. Silicon
guys
Valley is
guys
around
uh,
50 miles or so from San Francisco.
guys, you should press the like button for
Oh
that stream.
yeah, we have 15 likes. The winners are featured on two, and the losers are forgotten.
Looking back.
Okay, I'm trying to see if there's any questions here. Yeah, Gary actually is a computer programmer and computer engineer. He's retired from doing programming and things like that. He's very, very smart guy. Maybe you should contact him and chat to him about what he does.
Gary, yeah.
Yeah, Gary, Dr. Gary here in the chat. Yeah, it's so what's your plans with your channel, Dima? Tell me what your plans are for your channel. What's your future videos ahead of what are you gonna do? Have you got a list in your mind?
Next video gonna be about Sinoi Market in St.
Okay.
Petersburg. It's the famous market in St. Petersburg. Everyone knows it because all the fruits and vegetables here, if you buy it here, and meat and any stuff like food you buy in Sinoi Market, it's very, very cheap. And I recorded today I recorded a short video to look. I'm looking around, like showing the shelves with food. But today is some special day in in uh, in
Easter?
country in
You
a
mean Easter
country
or in Russia?
in Russia, and maybe in Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. I don't know what these guys is celebrating for today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or maybe tomorrow. I don't
Because
know.
now is the Easter weekend, so today would be Good
Yeah,
Friday. So
yeah,
Good Friday is the day when you're meant to eat fish traditionally.
I
But
guess.
this is basically the Easter weekend. In Australia, it's like chaos weekend because everybody goes. You don't have to work Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, Sunday is non-working days, and then Monday is a non-working day also. So for Australians, it's like
Interesting,
a long
interesting.
weekend. You have a 4-day holiday now. for Easter, and everybody
Nice.
travels away to like country areas and to their, not to Dutches, but they go to their country towns. Some people fly from one city to the other to visit family, and it causes chaos on all the highways because the whole of the city is driving out of the city for 4 days, and then they all drive back before starting work again on Tuesday. So,
Uh, so
yeah.
because of that, many people in the market. Like
Sure. So it was a busy day then when you were there.
you can even work not around the people, like side to side, in the
The
like
laneways between the
not
stalls.
wide, not wide.
In the laneways, they're narrow.
Yeah,
Narrow.
yeah. And so many people here, and I guess I need to back in Sonoy market, like in the next weekend, I guess.
And film some more.
Yeah, some clothes, shirts, and talk to salesmen, sale girls.
Right.
And,
Sorry. Real Moscow Approach said, if you had a choice of where you could live, where would it be and why? I guess maybe let's talk about where would you like to live in Russia first. Let's say that.
In Russia, I guess the St. Petersburg is the best choice to live for me.
Wow. Okay.
For me, because I like the not like in Moscow. Like I don't need
like the feel and the culture and the people and the atmosphere.
Yeah, I don't need in St. Petersburg like hurry up in every step in the street, and the prices prices like the similar to Moscow, like
Right, but maybe a little bit less because it's not Moscow.
a little bit.
What about any country in the whole world? Where would you like to live?
I'm not been in different countries to see.
But do you have like a dream of where you'd like to go, or?
I'd like to go to Bali
Okay.
to find out why all the people saying the cheap and like the sun and people are like very very kind and very you know
if it's all true what they all say.
Yeah.
And it's not just Instagram photographs.
Yeah, we need to find out it. And,
actually, let's just talk about that for a minute. Like at the moment, Instagram isn't working, Facebook isn't working, Twitter isn't working.
Yep.
Okay, LinkedIn hasn't worked for a lot of years. How do you feel about that? It's not working. Let's not talk about the VPN part of it, but just generally, how do you feel about them not working?
I'm not a big fan about Instagram.
Okay.
But I have a contact with my friends, some of my friends, only in Instagram.
Sure. Okay.
Not in the UK. VK.
Yeah, VK.
Not in the another like WhatsApp and
wow. Okay.
Telegram. Only in Instagram. And today I need to
connect with
VPN and get in Instagram to answer them. And
yes, so basically for anyone watching at home who's not aware of the situation in Russia, so all of these social networks were basically blocked in Russia. So particularly Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So the way around that for everybody here is they can get a VPN, virtual private network. So you can get a free one or a paid one. And then
you do.
Right. Like I'm using the same thing for my computer. So basically it masks your location. And then actually the one I'm using goes through France, of all places. That's the country I chose on my list of countries. And then I can still use Facebook, Instagram. So everybody around the world thinks that we've lost all social media contact, but everybody sort of quickly found ways around it, right?
Yeah. If talking about Twitter or Facebook,
Yeah.
especially Facebook or Facebook Messenger.
Hmm.
In Russia, it's not too popular
Right.
social media. It's
Hmm.
not too popular, but the opposition in Russia, opposition like political opposition,
Yeah.
they use, and I guess they still using the Twitter
Yeah.
via VPN.
I guess the most famous Twitter user was Mr. Trump.
Yeah.
Actually, I just read today. I didn't read the story. I just read the headline, and it said that if Mr. Trump's Twitter account was reactivated, he probably wouldn't use it, and he feels like Twitter has had its time, and he was kind of like the pinnacle of using Twitter as a way of talking to people, right? And I think it brought a lot of people to Twitter who didn't use Twitter, and they followed
Yeah.
him only because they wanted to see what he would write. I think it was.
I heard in news. I
Mm-hmm.
saw in news that the Trump is
Uh-huh.
going for now. He like preparing political this political.
To run for the next office again.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh. And
and
now is Elon Musk is the guy that bought the shares in Twitter. Elon
yeah.
Musk.
Elon Musk is he's very popular in Russia. Once I guess it was a few years ago,
Mm-hmm.
Russia or someone from Russia in the US like bought an mm, bill.
Build.
No,
Build or
no, no,
bought?
no, no. Billboard.
Billboard, yeah, billboard,
Billboard.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big
It
advertising
was,
signs
yeah,
on the
yeah.
highways.
Like Elon Musk. Mm, don't you something like that from
Oh,
Russia?
okay.
Like Elon Musk in Russia is the.
Oh, no worries.
I'm stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck in English.
Sammy says that Sammy MM would love to see St. Petersburg one day. Architecture looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Hermitage,
Especially,
Peterhof Palace,
yeah,
Church of the Spilt
Peterhof
Blood.
Palace. Yeah.
I've
I
actually been to St. Petersburg on a cruise ship probably 15 years ago. We sailed there and we had 2 days in St. Petersburg. And we had like tours that we went to the Catherine the Great's palace, the summer palace.
Yeah.
So I went to this. We did a tour of this, and then we went to the Hermitage. Okay, you can't see everything in the Hermitage, but we did this. The bus took us to Nevsky Prospect,
Nevsky.
and we walked around there, and then we went back to the ship, and that was my 2 days there. So,
Not too much to see all the
yeah,
culture
you need
atmosphere
like
and-
they said that if you go to the Hermitage and want to see every exhibit, it takes 9 years.
Yeah, it's true, I guess.
Have you heard that before? This story, like 9
Yeah,
years,
yeah,
if you want to see
yeah.
every.
Yeah.
They even have so many things not on display. They have to rotate like the displays because
Like
they have so
like
many
1
things.
second for one
Exhibit, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Lauren says, "Come, cook Dim a barbecue, Russell, and say hi to Jen." So, Lauren said I should like cook you shashlik. That's probably the easiest way to talk about barbecue. In Russia, we have shashlik, which is kind of like meat on big skewers. It's pretty close to a barbecue for Australians. You like shashlik?
Yeah, I like shashlik, but not too much. Not too much shashlik because the meat
Uh-huh.
it usually goes like
It's very fatty, I think. No,
yeah,
fatty, and it dries out very easily.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you need to watch out to like rotating this thing.
Yeah, right. No, I understand. It's It's like you got to go to the right friend's house who's like shashlik master.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very true. So,
Mm.
how about let's talk about for a minute McDonald's closing. Are you a fan of Western
Um,
fast food?
I'm not a fan of McDonald's
Mm-hmm.
or KFC or Burger King, but I have to visit McDonald's every time I goes to Moscow,
Oh,
because
sure.
that was McDonald's at the um, mm,
Pushkin Square.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that was only place where I can find food
Mm-hmm.
in early hours, like
Right. Yeah, because
7 a.m., like
yeah.
8 a.m.
Uh-huh.
And you need to eat something, and
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's is here, like mm, a breakfast menu they have,
Uh-huh.
and you go
So
in
are you sad?
McDonald's.
So obviously, if you don't like these sort of things, are you sad that McDonald's has disappeared, or you don't have an
Um,
opinion about this?
Personally, me, I'm not sad. I'm not
Hmm.
sad at all, because I'm not the fan of fast food.
But you
And
saw like the last couple of days when they were closing, there was people like panicking and they were going there for nostalgia. Like
the
even I took my
last
wife to the local one here in our town, next town over, just to
uh
have the last meal there with my wife.
yeah last I've been watching the stories in Instagram from my
Uh-huh.
friends who goes to McDonald's and have a last meal in McDonald's, and like McDonald's goodbye or something
So,
like that.
Real Moscow says that a dacha and shashlik, the good weekend.
Yeah, perfect weekend.
Right. Yeah. Actually, my wife's best friend. Her mother's invited us to go next month now, so I'm counting the days because I really want to go back to her dacha. We went a couple of years ago when I was here, and I actually want to go also to make some videos about the dacha town and village where it is.
It would be interesting, I guess, for your audience
for
in
our
general.
audience, right? And
Yeah.
also, when we were there, we went to the small town very nearby to buy, meats and all the food to take to the dacha, and just to show
The
this, walking around.
their dacha is around Moscow, like
It's
near
Moscow
Moscow.
region. Yeah, it's about
Hmm.
well, it's probably outside of Moscow region, about 150 kilometers from
Hmm.
Moscow. So, but it's really like you can get the train from Moscow there though, like the suburban trains. And my wife did the trip last year on the train from Moscow, and she's like, I'm never doing it again. It was like 4 hours on the train, and the train literally stops for the people only getting off there. Like it's like just a very
Hmm.
basic platform. They have them nearby the villages where the dachas are. But we're gonna go by car now, so
I have a question for
mm-hmm.
you.
Sure.
How long would you and your wife, Zhenya,
Yeah.
uh, been in Russia, in
Okay.
Moscow,
Yeah.
and
You mean in the future now or in the
yeah,
past?
in the future, in future.
So we've talked about it from a point of view that, should we leave Russia? And this is actually a video that I want to make, talking about this as a talking point,
Hmm.
because I've
Hmm.
seen other YouTubers make videos about this. I'm leaving Russia. Should I leave
Yeah, yeah.
Russia? Should I not leave? And we've talked about it from the point of view that we have options to leave. So my wife has a residency visa for Australia. So she has full rights to come to Australia. She's essentially a resident of Australia. And at the moment, their flights are still operating with Qatar Airways, Emirates Airways airlines. So we could fly to Middle East and then on to Australia to Perth. Also, we'd have an option of flying with Turkish Airlines through Europe, Istanbul, if we had to go that
Yeah.
way. I'm not sure at the moment now if the trains to Finland are still going from St. Petersburg. They said they were closing them down. But,
Yeah,
we
very
have a
much.
lot of options to leave. We're not stuck here, let's say, with everything going on. At the moment, my wife was just doing some dentist work, and she had a surgery a few months ago. So she's kind of still recovering from that. She's on medication basically from the surgery, and she's still going for appointments. At the moment, we don't feel uncomfortable here. We're completely, okay, to say the word happy, I mean, a lot of people will watch from around the world, and and I've seen it in the comments of my videos a lot. You're showing like happy times in the market. You're showing that the food is full in the market and the supermarket's full. But this is what I see. We don't feel like we should leave. Do you know what I mean? We shouldn't just lock our apartment door, take our luggage, and run to the airport. We don't feel. Both of us don't feel that way. So. I mean, we have the option to leave, and even my mother and father, they've said, come back, come home. You know what I mean? It's not safe to be in Russia. I mean, Russia is a huge country, remember, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what we probably both of us forget is we're in two major cities, which is just a small, tiny fraction of the entire country.
It's called Perth.
Yeah. Perth is. I'm from Perth, right? Yes. Yeah, the meat can be Actually, just going back to the barbecue there, the meat can be questionable quality sometimes at shashliks. I guess if you don't buy the meat, then you don't know what you're eating sometimes.
Yeah.
If you go to a friend's house, you have to hope that they've. And then TT says about shrimp on the barbecue. So we have a very famous saying that throw another shrimp on the barbie. So barbie is slang for barbecue. But in Australia, we don't really have shrimp. We have prawns. So we have barbecued prawns, particularly in summertime and Christmas. So rather than shashlik meat, you have prawns. So last meal with Jen on Capri. I'm not sure what that is. Reference, Jen, is? Should invite you to our... hey, Russell, should invite you to our dacha in summer, and also we can go to pick mushrooms. I've never done that. Have you done that in going to dachas? Mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
Like the... what's the word for mushrooms?
Yeah, грибы.
Yeah. Have you picked? I've never picked mushrooms before, by the way. I know that you can do that, but I've never done it personally. So
I like picking mushrooms, but in my local town where I'm from in Russia, like I'm not from St. Petersburg. I came to St. Petersburg from Ukhta. It's called Ukhta. It's a little town in Russia. It like gas or oil-based town, like the factory or Gazprom here, Lukoil. This is the only employers for a whole town, for whole that city. All people from Ukhta.
Ukhta. Now I'm saying Ukhta.
Yeah. The most of people.
UKHTA.
Yeah. Much people in Ukhta works at Gazprom, at Lukoil factories, and at this area around Ukhta, I've been picking up mushrooms.
but is there not like wild mushrooms, like the poisonous ones, or do you know which ones to pick?
Poison mushrooms too. You can find it.
Sure. So is there a danger of picking up the wrong ones, or what?
Yeah, you need to watch out. Like, do not touch them. Like, but this is an interesting, activity.
Lauren says in Australia there's a place near Mount Gambier that has mushrooms that glow in the dark. Very beautiful. Glow in the dark mushrooms. What do you think?
Glow in the dark. What is it?
like
Mm.
like I don't know, like
Ah,
luminescent.
like yeah.
Uh,
Interesting. Yeah, is there danger?
I don't know about those ones. In Perth, we don't do any mushroom picking at all. Actually, while we were there last year on summertime, we went to some strawberry farms, and we just go there and buy them by the kilo, like fresh strawberries. But they actually
Mhm.
have strawberry picking, which is um, not very many places in Perth. They have them in like some of the outlying suburbs of Perth. So um, you were talking. Oh, you were talking about a last meal. So Capri is the best place for the last meal. Okay, I understand.
Capri.
I think it's
What's the
maybe.
Capri?
I'm not sure. I think it's like talking about like a saying, like the last meal in Capri. Russell, do you pick mushrooms? Do you ever pick mushrooms in Australia? No, yeah, we don't. Actually, we just talked about it there in the chat there. So someone over in the east coast of Australia does, but in WA, I've never heard of it at all. We just buy them at the supermarket. Literally, we're very lazy to do anything like that. Lauren says, when I was little, we used to jump into people's back paddocks and pick mushrooms. So someone in Australia did that. Paddock is like the fields where they have the animals. So they jump the fences and go into other people's farms and take them. From Western, you should be leaving Russia. Yeah, so TT says there, from Western media reports, you should be leaving Russia within the last 6 months. So the Australian government did put like a warning, I guess, or a advisory to leave the country.
For Australian residents.
Australians that would be in Russia. Like if you're an Australian residing in Russia, we strongly recommend that you leave Russia due to imminent.
Same to US and
Right.
other.
Yeah, a lot of countries put suggestions to leave. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, psychedelic. The Jazzy says psychedelic mushrooms. You know, the ones that make you like hallucinogen. Like you.
Understood.
Actually, if you go to Bali, I'm not sure. I know for sure in Bali, you can go to some bars that have they call them magic mushrooms.
Yeah.
And they put them in milkshakes, and you have like a hallucinogenic milkshake made with mushrooms. And when you're drinking it, it makes you go like cuckoo. Magic mushrooms. Oh, so TT says, where I live in Perth, in the southern part of WA, probably Margaret River region, they have mushrooms down south, she's saying. In Australia, we just say down south or up north. We don't sort of tell you where it is. We just say generally.
Down south.
Yeah, so like from where you are in St. Petersburg, you'd call Moscow down south. But in Australia, that's how we say it. Oh, it's up north. Like it could be 2,000 kilometers north, but you just say it generally. You don't name the place. You just say it's up north or down south.
Have you in Australia like empty regions? Like
yes.
No one is.
So they
living
say
there.
that of the entire country, 80% of the country is uninhabited. 80% of the country. I mean, I'm pretty sure Russia might be close to this as well, I think. Where there's, literally
Siberia.
nothing. Yeah, right. I mean, but why should you leave Russia and why in 6 months? Oh, so Real Moscow is asking there, why should you leave Russia? So the Australian government create advisories about the safety of countries. So maybe like Afghanistan, Iraq, you shouldn't go to Colombia, South America. You shouldn't go to North Korea. And they rate every country in the world on a threat level, like a threat level of possible situations, violence, could be protesting, could be whatever, just criminal activity. So the government basically put out a suggestion that you shouldn't travel. You should either, if you're in Russia, you should leave, or an advisory against traveling to Russia.
Uh, I saw the guy who leave a comment
Hmm.
for one of my videos, which I've been contact with him in couchsurfing.net.
Uh-huh.
Couchsurfing.
Yeah.
He been texting me like he want to visit St. P,
Hmm.
and do you like to meet?
Oh,
And
sure.
I
Okay.
should check. I should check the couch surfing.
Yeah. So Couchsurfing is a website. So where instead of booking a hotel or booking an Airbnb, people can basically register their house or their apartment or their residence as a place for somebody to come and stay at your house and sleep on your sofa, on your couch. You know what a
Yeah,
couch is. So basically, you're not offering them like a bedroom with a bathroom and things like that. You're just offering
um,
them the sofa, and
yeah,
it's basically like the simple way that anybody who's mostly backpackers do it, where it's just I'm going to stay. You're going to register your apartment on Couchsurfing website, and they can come and just stay for one night or 2 nights. Just basic accommodation. It's not intended to be a fancy accommodation, but it's suitable where you just want to meet new people, have new experiences.
yeah. I guess it's a great opportunity to like a cultural.
Yeah, invite people to your home, or you go to stay at their home, and it's all basically the person's vetted. You know what I mean? Their account who applies for it, or if you apply for it as your house, you go through like application process, and then you
Yeah,
have like a rating based on you rate each other. How was the accommodation stay? Did you like it? How was the couch? Was it comfy? Did they
yeah.
give
I
you a
think.
pillow?
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe. Like
Hmm.
you don't meet someone who will grab you,
Yeah,
or
right.
maybe.
Right. Yeah, that's the
Uh,
whole point of it, right? It's basically
yeah,
like it's already everybody's vetted in the system, right?
yeah,
And it's a cheaper alternative to Airbnb because you're just staying on their sofa. You're not
yeah.
like
And
renting the whole house. And mostly I think a lot of them are free. I think there's no fee involved or price involved. I believe there isn't.
the main couch surfing
Mhm.
website
Yep.
is it's been like grabbed from the community, and
Mhm.
uh, um, someone trying to take your money for
Oh,
a
okay. Oh,
registration at this resource.
sure.
Um,
Right. Okay. So someone's
but
trying to take
yeah,
advantage of the platform.
yeah, but we have alternatives like
Yeah.
couchsurfers.org,
Sure.
and
Right. Other
this is.
platforms.
Yeah, the people uh, can find the alternatives
Yeah. Actually,
in any way.
going to Bali on holiday, you can actually do what's called homestay. So you can stay with a Balinese family in their house and their temple or whatever their accommodation is, and they have very basic accommodation. But you eat in their kitchen, you eat with them their meals, and it's normally in like small villages out in the mountains, or not in main Kuta or Denpasar, which is the cities. But you can do that also in Bali. Homestay, it's called. So you're still there?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
just
Sorry.
uh, just texting to Lauren.
Oh,
I
okay. Oh,
want I
go for it.
wanted to yeah, like
We
a
have
question to her.
we have very
Uh,
vast empty spaces, she says, in Australia, which
yeah,
is it's very true of Russia as well. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Siberia
I'd say
is
though
like
Australia is very more arid though. It's more desert, it's more nothing. Whereas a good amount of Russia is much greener and much wetter, and of course there's snow in winter
yeah,
times.
yeah, and
Uh,
snowy, much snowy.
yeah, so yeah, I'm not too sure where everybody else is from in the chat. Actually, I know TT's is in Australia, and I know Lauren is, but I'm not sure of the places. So, and I know real Moscow is living in Moscow, also in somewhere in Moscow, right? So, this has been a really good live stream, by the way. I hope everybody in the chat likes this kind of one-on-one live stream. My brother. Oh yeah. So yeah, Lauren says that she's visited Perth before, and her brother lives in Bunbury near Perth. So Bunbury is Perth. It's about an hour and a half drive south of Perth from the Perth CBD or Central Business. The thing is, it's like Moscow, right? So when you say the word Moscow, it's a big, vast area, Moscow region. But Red Square is considered zero, mile marker zero, and there's a plaque on the floor there. And everybody lives somewhere outside of that.
Yeah, so and that's because I'm not like Moscow. It's because if you're going to Moscow, like for job or any any activity, like studying some university, you need to rent some apartment.
Sleeping box.
Yeah.
You call them sleeping boxes, no?
And what can you find? You find the cheapest at the area, like
regional areas.
Yeah. And you need to go to your job or study in like 1 hour, 1.5 hour, and this is too. You can read when you're in metro.
Everybody's on their phone now. No one's reading. What are you talking about?
But this is a huge distance.
Right. Yeah, my wife was working in Moscow center before 2 years ago, and it was basically an hour and a half each way. So she'd work 9 a.m. till 9 p.m., 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on. So quite often I'd meet her in Moscow to come home with her at 9 o'clock at night. And we wouldn't get home until 10:15, 10:20, 10:25. And then she has to be back at work at 9 a.m. the next morning again for the second day.
So it's a hard schedule, like two. I've never been working like in this
these distances.
In this schedule.
Schedule. Yeah, that's the right words.
And I've been working like only at the weekend, like Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes in Monday, and even I've been working at the office, like from Monday to Saturday, not to like Friday for Saturday, because of the company was like foreign, and you need to work in Saturday.
Right, because of the times and the schedules. And
yeah,
sure.
It was a little bit not like I didn't like it.
Right. No, I understand. Right. Yeah. I mean,
but
that's
I have
the one thing that's different here that a lot of people away from Russia maybe don't understand, that very typically for shops and shopping centers and a lot of businesses in Russia, a lot of them are 7 days a week. A lot of them are. And a lot of them are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. or 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And, I mean, it's not a lot of businesses that are like essentially don't have Saturday and Sunday as a working day. Maybe, government businesses do, government offices do, but the amount of working hours that people do here is a lot.
What about Australia?
Yeah, so very typically, I mean, I was working in supermarkets, right? So I was doing merchandising in supermarkets. The supermarkets are open 8 or 9 a.m. And then depending on where you are, they're open till 8 or 9 p.m. But typically a lot of people work an 8-hour workday. So like what's called 9 to 5. So depending on the job that you're doing, you may be working 7, 8, or 9 hours per day. but you'll work maybe a 5 or 6 day work week. So in terms of supermarkets, you work less in Australia than what you're working here. But that's the one thing like you were talking about there, like the travel distances. I mean, not everybody in Moscow lives and works in the same area. Like really, they don't. And everybody has to.
You can, but you're gonna have a payment from
the cost of
yeah.
the renting an apartment is considerably more. I mean, even where we're renting here, I mean, if we were to rent closer to Moscow, it would be automatically double the per month rent here.
Any questions?
Yeah, I was gonna say, anybody has any questions? Yeah, let's see here. Well, Lauren says that your English is very good, Dimmer.
Thank you, Lauren.
So, yeah, this is the thing like with my wife as well. She's very hesitant to talk like this on the live stream or on camera because she feels her English isn't, let's say, perfect. But I'd put her English at maybe probably 80 or 90% in terms of conversation English. I don't know. Do you have a percentage that you think your English is at?
I don't know.
Oh, there you go. So Lawrence is there. University South Australia has some scholarships for international students to help with accommodation in Adelaide. You can work up to 40 hours per fortnight on a student visa. So you can get a student visa where you can come to Australia for 2 years. I think it's 2 years, I believe. And then you can work in a paid job for 20 hours per week as well. So you can actually work and study while you're on the same visa. So that's
interesting offer.
Yeah, so that was the whole thing, right? So there's a bit of a hesitation for a lot of students that come to Australia because Australia's visa laws are very strict in what you can do on a certain visa. So some visas you can't work, some you can. And then a lot of these student visas have, now you can work 40 hours per fortnight, so 20 hours per week. So you could work maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like a casual job, maybe at a bar or cafe or restaurant. So you can earn a little bit of pocket money while you're studying. And the government's trying to, relax some rules on some visas, because what happens is people come on student visas, they don't necessarily do the full-time studying, and then they go and start working illegally. For cash, not like an organized job, because they can't afford the cost of coming to Australia on a student visa. Because cost of housing, if you don't have, paid housing and things like that. So
that's hard to come to Australia and.
So Real Moscow says English or Russian shouldn't be perfect. The main idea is that when people want to understand each other, they would. That's true.
Yeah.
I think the visa's up to 5 years. So you could do a bachelor's degree. I'm not an expert though. So you can do up to 5 years on a student visa.
I need to check the info about.
Actually, my friend I worked with on cruise ships, he was from Thailand. His name is Krit. When I met him on cruise ships, he was living in Australia for 8 years on his student visa. Essentially,
how it's possible.
So basically, as long as he was registered at university and doing like 1 or 2 units per semester, he could stay there on his student visa. And he ended up, he never finished his degree in the 8 years because he was just doing like 1 unit at a time. He wasn't doing like 5 units of the course. You do so many units per semester that make up the total degree over 3 or 5 years.
He's like he's have a like a delay option for
as long as he was registered for the minimum amount of classes, he could stay in Australia on a student visa. And he ended up staying for 8 years. He was renting a house. He had a girlfriend. He had a dog. He had cars. He was living basically the Australian life. But as long as he went to class for a couple of hours per week, he was working the system basically, and he loved the life in Australia, right? He didn't want to go back to Thailand. So, all of this is untrue. If Dimmer built a nuclear reactor in his backyard, should I be saying this? I've got the wrong window open. I've got the window. I should be looking at the comments first. He'll get a visa real quick. Okay. Yeah, so my friend Krit, actually, he's living in Chicago now, in Illinois. So he had family in America, and he went over there. I don't know which kind of visa he went over on, but he's lived in Chicago now the last maybe 5 or 7 years. He just doesn't want to ever go back to Thailand, basically.
And did you ever been in the US?
I was working on the cruise ships for 20 years, but working on board the cruise ships. You don't really stay in America. The ship sails out of Miami, out of Galveston, Texas, out of New York, Boston, out of Port Canaveral, which is where is the Kennedy Space Center. So you basically fly in and out. You do 6 months working on the ships, and then you do your contract. Then you fly home for your holiday. You typically work 6 months and then have 2 or 3 months holiday, and you come back again for another 6 months. So yeah, I've traveled like to Orlando. So I've been to Disneyland and Universal Studios in Orlando. I've been to Las Vegas a couple of times. I've been there. Mostly like staying in Miami or in Texas, like a few days before or after the contracts, not really like long term. So I stayed like in Las Vegas. I was there for like 10 days. I flew there for 10 days, and I flew home after the contract finished. So.
And what's the difference about Australia and the US, in your opinion?
I think, I mean, there's obviously a bigger population. I mean, 320 million population. Australia's got 32 or 33 million people.
Mm-hmm.
In America, there's like never-ending, they call strip malls, like here in Roscoe as well, right? There's never-ending businesses, yeah? And I always wonder how it's possible everybody makes money from so many businesses. And in America, it's the same. You just see business after business after business, and how they all survive. And in Australia, we don't have that. We have, enough businesses that can sustain the economy, and that's it.
It's like under government is controlling the business.
No, I think people who want to start a business realize that if there's already other companies there, there's not, a need for more businesses. You know what I mean? There's no need to have 7 supermarkets if there's not enough population shopping at 7 supermarkets. We only need 3.
It's like a family business.
Yeah, I mean, the major brands operate the stores, but you know what I mean? I guess when you're in America, it's just you're overwhelmed with the population. I think that's a big thing. They're very I don't know if there's any Americans watching. I'm sure there is, but they're a lot louder in terms of, that they talk a bigger talk. They America, they talk that America's the best place, the best this, the best that. I think everybody in their heart, loves where they're from, right? So I think even myself, I think now that I'm not in Australia as much, I talk that Australia is a great place, but it's where I'm from. So that's the best place. Like you're always saying that St. Petersburg, you love that. So it's very hard to make a comparison with America. I just find it's like everything's bigger in terms of there's more of it,
I guess in the US, especially, this is the most popular place in the world to come.
Everybody wants to go to, right?
Yeah, and start a business, like American Dream in movies. This is because of the movies culture.
Yeah. Um, Lauren says it's hard to learn Russian. I'm trying to learn the alphabet. I'll probably give up soon. Um,
Ща.
the acrylic what do you think
Ложись.
about the acrylic alphabet? I guess, do you
Uh,
think the English alphabet's harder than the Russian one?
mm, I don't know because I'm Russian. Like I'm born Russian,
Yeah.
and I don't know um, um, how to how it's hard to like make a voices to say the letters from
Right.
Cyrillic
The
alphabet. Like
pronunciation.
yeah, it's the same to like Japan.
Mm-hmm.
We're like I I can't even say any word, any um,
Pronouncing
any
words.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah from Japan or China. I
Right.
can't even say any word.
Even I get a
Mm,
lot of Russian pronunciations wrong. I mean, I don't speak conversation Russian, but when I say words, people laugh at me because I'm saying things how I'm reading them, how the English is how the Russian word spelled in English, and people laugh at me all the time because I know the word I'm saying, but I'm saying it completely. Especially like when I talk about metro stations or towns or company names. Real
um,
Moscow says this is called motherland. You will always love the place where you were born or lived from your childhood.
yeah, I guess it's true. It's completely true.
You know.
But I have two motherlands because I born in Russia,
Mm-hmm.
but every year before that situation, I've traveled every year in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Before the 2014, like a
Mm-hmm.
Crimea situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And since that time, I every year I've been in Ukraine. My granddad, my grandmother, and we are like it's not dacha. It's a house in
Mm-hmm.
special territory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I
Um,
understand.
yeah, and a little garden with potatoes, with carrots, and all that stuff. Uh, they're growing this food
Mm-hmm.
for themselves, and they no need to go to market,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that was okay. And I've every summer I goes to like 1 month or 2 months
Sure.
sometimes. I've been in Ukraine, and I have a friends from Ukraine in my little town in Ukraine. Its name is Bohodukhov.
Okay. What
It,
city
it,
is it near? Is it close to a major city or?
it's close to Kharkiv. Kharkiv.
Oh, okay, sure. So this is really in the
Yeah,
news at the moment, right?
yeah, and I like Ukraine, and uh, since that situation with Crimea happened, I can't go to Ukraine because the borders, like
Yeah.
some special like special options you need to go to Ukraine, like paper that
Yeah. Yeah. Documents, right?
yeah, yeah.
Sure.
And
So that's.
my mother came to Ukraine because of that. She had that paper
Mhm.
from her mother,
Right,
my grandmother.
because of
Yeah,
the family, right?
yeah, yeah. And it was pretty safe for her, and nobody in the border. She goes to Ukraine by train, and the uh, like special
Mhm.
police in a train
Yeah.
who like
checking all
paper.
the checking all the
Checking
documents
the,
and
yeah, checking the
uh-huh.
documents. You're going in this place. You're gonna be there like from 10 to like 20 of that month, like 10 years and 10 days, and after that you're gonna leave the country. And she moved to my grandmother, and because of the health problems with my grandmother, and
Yeah.
she had a surgery.
Yeah. Surgery. Yeah.
And since mm, to 2021,
Mm-hmm.
when my grandmother passed away,
Oh, okay.
nobody goes to Ukraine because my uncle, his wife, his kids, they are like mm, they have no place to like locate us. We
Sure.
came to them, and we don't have a place to sleep, like
Sure.
only at the floor. And they have a bad situation with money, bad situation with um,
Yeah.
and
It's
that's not that's not good before the situation that's happening right now.
yeah.
And
Now it's really
it's still bad, and even better.
yeah. Yeah. Real Moscow says, so sorry to hear about your second motherland. Be brave.
Thank you.
Yeah,
um,
it's a tough situation. I mean, this is one thing that I'm trying to keep completely away from the channel that I'm creating. I don't. I mean, some people have questioned like why I'm filming in supermarkets, why I'm filming in shopping centers, but my background is in retail. On the cruise ships, I was working in duty-free shops on the cruise ships. Like the airport stores, but on ships. And I was working in retail in Australia. I was working in supermarkets doing merchant. You know what merchandising is like?
yeah,
How you
yeah, I
lay out
know.
the
Yeah.
shops. So this is what my background is for 30 years. So for me I could go to a supermarket every day of the week and just walk around and just look and see how much choices we have in supermarkets in Russia. It's you know going just to Pitorichka down the street from us. Okay, we in our apartment block downstairs we've got fasol, fasol,
Fasol, да.
fasol. But then if I walk to the next apartment block, we've got Magnet and Dixie. And just the amount of choices in these shops is we don't have anything close to that in Australia. In Australia, we've got major supermarket chains, and that's about it. We've got some small, we call delicatessens, which is like small little shops, but that's it. We go to a supermarket, that's where we do our shopping, and that's about it. Whereas in Russia, you've got actually, even if I walked 2 or 3 kilometers, actually, I don't even
But
have to walk. I don't have to walk 1 kilometer from my apartment.
I
I've
need to
got
say, about all that markets, little markets like Peterочка, Magnet,
yeah,
and other. They under the one retailer, X5, retail group,
X5.
like,
Yeah,
yeah. And
um,
it is the illusion of choice,
right.
like another
Perry
markets, like,
Crosstalk.
yeah, yeah. And to choose the cheapest price, you need to use like shopping application on your phone.
Right.
Едодил, по-моему, он так называется.
Yeah.
Едодил. It's called like Едодил. It's called food deals. Food deals. To find the cheapest price in
See, that's
whole
the thing with my wife. Like when we go to the store, she'll just buy things, and I'm trying to teach her to shop around a little bit, but she doesn't want to go to a second store. Like, let's check the price in Magnet rather than checking in Bitorichka. Let's check And she's like, no, it's okay, I'm fine, but they're going to have specials every week, right? Like
Yeah.
one shop will have this on special, one will have that on special.
Special. This is a discount.
Discounts, right?
Or
Yeah, like a promotion for 1 week, and then next week it's changing the promotion.
specials. I gonna grab some words from you to use in my videos
Yeah.
next time. Specials. Yeah.
Janice wants to know, do you like kvass?
I like kvass, especially me. I like kvass. It's mm, a little bit alcoholic, a little bit like kefir,
Right.
like it's very similar, but it's not like going to your head and like it's pretty tasty. Kvass, it's from bread. It's made from bread, like
from yeast and
yeah,
right.
yeah, very very tasty.
Lauren wants to know where is the nearest beaches in St. Petersburg? I guess you don't really have beaches, but you've got the rivers where they've got sand at the rivers, right? And sometimes the lakes.
We have like I need to.
You've got places where you've got the rivers where you can go to, like the not beaches like coastal beaches, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So we can go to the rivers in Moscow center, or well, not Moscow center, but some outlying areas where the rivers are, and you can swim in the river, and they've got like sand there and some grass and sometimes some small barbecue set up.
We have like beaches near the Petropavlovsky. Petropavlovsky.
I wish we had. I wish we set up like a way to put up the map.
Yeah.
Oh, Petrozav.
Near around all
Lake
all
Onega.
around the Petropavlovsky.
Lake Onega. That's in the north, no? Lake Ladoga. What about Lake Ladoga?
Ladoga, da.
Lagada. Hang on, let's put up the map, shall we? Let's 1 second. We'll just put the map up here. Oops. Oh no, what's happened? There it is.
Yeah, here we go.
So that's St. Petersburg there. This is on Google Maps, by the way, not on. And then there's the lakes over here. Do you know these areas?
Yeah, but this is not super popular like place because of it like a long distance to Ладожское озеро, Ladoga.
Lake Ladoga.
Yeah. But by the way, many peoples have dachas like in a corner of Ladoga.
Okay, in the north or the south?
I guess all around the Ladoga.
Oh, okay, like in these small towns.
Yeah. My friend have a dacha near the Ladoga, and his parents goes like every weekend to.
Oh, sure, okay.
Like in winter, in summer, it's every season.
What about, where are we here? Stolvaya Bronca. I don't know how.
We have one place in St. P. It's called. One sec. One sec.
I don't see any sand around the outside areas here. So
you need to check a little bit north. A little bit north.
North of St. Petersburg?
North.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't know how good is the maps. The Google Maps.
Sistrorezk, you can see.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we have some.
This is a popular place.
Kurot.
Yeah.
Playa Sirivsky. Oh, look, there's a beach right there.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Look, there's people kite surfing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you know this place. Have a look at
yeah.
this.
I never been there,
Oh,
but
but then you
I
can do it in.
know.
What about in winter? Oh yeah.
Same activity in the winter.
Yeah.
in snow.
So there you go, Lauren. No surfing, right? It's basically lakes. I know in Moscow you can go to a few lakes, and river areas where you can swim. And actually, where our friend's Dacha is, there they've got a few. I would say like streams, maybe not necessarily rivers, where you can go swimming and fishing. And I don't know here if you'd fish, but that's the difference in the winter and the summer. This is from Google Maps. So, sorry, everybody. These are on Google. It's not my choice. There's some Russian seagulls. There you go. There's some chicken on the barbecue. Somebody riding their horse.
Like Putin.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like this famous picture, right? It's
Yeah.
so that looks very nice. Sets Straikorts. I think I've got that completely wrong.
Check
So,
the Park 300-летия. I send you a message in the.
oh, okay. This one. Let's see if I can pull that up.
Yeah, just put it.
Oh, there we go. Well, it's Yezhnaya, St. Petersburg.
No, you need to
Mhm.
the whole.
Oh, that's Embankment. I think that's not the same place. I think we're getting a bit off track, but it's still nice to see this, though, I think.
Yeah,
There we go.
this is a like a
Oh,
near in the city. We have a metro near the this park,
mm-hmm. And
and
there's a
and here's
small,
the
like,
stand zone. Yeah,
oh, there's no. Oh, look at that. That looks nice.
yeah, but cold.
Yeah. So we found somewhere, and oh, Real Moscow says no surfing, Lauren. I really do not recommend you swim in the Moscow River.
It's
Yeah.
danger for your health.
Is it more expensive to live near the water? I guess that's a question for you in St. Petersburg. I think it would be for sure, right? Is it more expensive?
Maybe, but we have a cheap, like a cheap district around Vasiliostrovskaya station. You can check, and this is at the Vasiliostrovsky Island, Vasiliostrovsky Island, Vasilievsky Island.
Real Moscow said I should swim at Siborsky Bor. Serbernoi Bor. No, I can't type. I can't save that to look it up. I'll look it up in a second. How about Lake Komsomolskaya? How about Lake Komsomolskaya? Oh, sorry, I'll just put.
Casino.
Do you know this place?
I don't know.
Okay.
Komsomolskaya.
There were some nice looking birds, says TT. He has his shirt on. Oh, so somebody was looking at those pictures just now. Let's see if there's any photos of this one. Let's see the pictures. Oh, hang on. Let's put that back up.
Komsomolskaya, it's near by Vyborg, I guess.
Well, there you go. These are all the Google photos. These aren't our personal photos. So there's someone in the. I guess it looks okay, but I guess
this is the a building. LL, yeah. This is tower like Gazprom
oh, okay.
Tower.
Sure, okay.
but I guess it's under construction for right now. It's not done yet.
Look at the people down at the beach with the snow.
Yeah.
People walking there on the frozen part. This is the thing. Oh, there's another view of this building. Look, everybody walking.
In winter, everybody walking in cold water.
Mm-hmm. Looks still very nice though. I mean, in terms of for Russia, right? I mean, if this is all you've got, then it's a really amazing place.
You should come and check this out.
I want to just come to St. Petersburg to go on the train, actually, to go on Sapsan.
How far?
I think to go on the train from Moscow to St. Petersburg, it's only a few hours, right?
I know. At which time?
I don't know.
When you need
I don't know. He just maybe this is a place in St. Petersburg. No, I don't know this name. You know this name? Can you see the comment there?
Kasino-Ukhtomsky.
Is that a place in Moscow, in St. Petersburg?
I don't know. We should check.
No. Okay, so TT's is asking me to show you the beaches in Perth now. So are you ready for...
Russell post some Perth beaches photos.
Are you ready to see some beaches from Perth?
Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I actually didn't need maps. Okay, let's zoom back out a little bit. Now this is all internet dependent speed now. I have in my Moscow map here these little dots. It's all the places that I want to visit. This is where I am over here in the southwest, very close to Vnukovo Airport. Is where I live. So
you can live like a couple of minutes from Russia.
Yeah, actually, Vnukovo is probably 15 minutes by taxi. So this is Australia as a country, okay? And then I'm over here in the south, in the west, sorry. All right, so first I'll show you where we were living here. So this is Perth. So I'm going very fast for everybody, sorry. So that's the Perth CBD. And then the airport.
How much people?
About 2 million.
2 million.
2 million is about the population of Perth. The airport is not too far from the city right here. You can see the distance here. But we were living down here in Rockingham. Actually, I'm going to zoom right into our place.
Rockingham is the district.
The suburb. Suburb. The district is also Rockingham. It's the city of Rockingham. And then there's the suburb, Rockingham. So I'll just zoom in here. You can see the beach here, right? Yeah. All right. And then this is where our apartment was. Flinders Lane and Emma Street. This building just here.
Nice.
So we were 800 meters walking to the beach. Let's see what photos they've got for the beach here. This is actually the park, so I don't think... Oh, that's the walkway. Actually, we have like an industrial area off in the distance. This building here is a silo for grain. So from the country areas, they bring the grain to the harbor, and they've got this blue line here that goes out to ships. But that's the beach, my local beach. It's actually very children friendly, this, because you can see the color change in the water. There's like shallow water here, so you can sort of walk out, quite a few hundred meters, and it's not deep water. So it's very good for children, this spot. This picture, that's the sunset, and this ball is spinning on the water.
Like we have the same in St. Petersburg,
and you can push this ball.
At the Nevsky Prospect.
This is actually we'd almost walk. But Jen would walk here almost every day. I probably Every 3 or 4 days, I would go walking here, and they've got this place where you can just sit on by the sand.
Nice. Looks nice.
There's people having some food by the sea.
This is a smoke and alcohol.
Yeah, free zone. Yeah, when they set up events, the government stop you from smoking and drinking in certain places in public, so that the families don't get affected by the cigarette smoke. That's the view right here. That's
do you smoke or
me? Never in my life. No, never in my life I was smoking.
Right choice.
Yeah, this is the beach here. So this is in the distance here. It's like industrial area, and that's the grain. Can you see this blue line right here? So there's basically like a grain. The ships dock here and then take the grain, and then they ship it mostly to the Middle East, or wherever countries they're sending it to. So people consider this not very beautiful because of the view of the beach. How can you say that's not beautiful? Yeah.
I can't say this.
And people go fishing here on this jetty. They walk to the end and start fishing with fishing poles. Actually, that's probably the ultimate photo right there of the beach. All right, now I'll show you where people really like to go to the beach. It's further up here. So that's the harbor. And then Cottesloe Beach. I'll show you Cottesloe Beach. This is where all of the people really go to. Actually, that's not a very nice photo of Cottesloe Beach. Let's see if there's a nicer photo. Okay, they're not great photos. This is Google Maps photos, so it's not my pictures of the beach. Every year they've got a sculpture competition there. And it's got a like tiered grass, so you can sit on the grass.
Yeah.
That's Cottesloe. Janice, thank you for the super sticker. $1, €1, €2, €1.99. I always get these different symbols mixed up. Thank you very much, Janice. I really appreciate super sticker. Yeah, they're not very. Yeah, this beach actually has. This is like for the lifeguards to look after you at the beach. This is their where they put all their equipment. And this used to be a restaurant on the top level, but now it's been closed for like 2 or 3 years. There's a big argument with the local like government office and the owners of this place. So now it's sitting empty for years. It's such a shame that they should reopen that as a restaurant. Sorry,
not so much buildings around.
No, there is. This is like a suburban area, so there is houses nearby. Let me show. Oh, that's where are we down here? Cottesloe Beach. Cottesloe. So there is some housing nearby. And then there's actually tennis courts nearby there. You can play tennis. And they have a golf course by the beach also.
Oh, my dream is try to golf. And
to play golf?
Yeah.
TT says to show Scarborough Beach, which is a bit further up here. Have I gone too far? No, I have gone too far. Where is Scarborough? Oh, here. This is Scarborough Beach, which is another very popular. Actually, this beach has a swimming pool next to the beach. And you can go swimming in the pool, outdoor swimming pool. And it has a big hotel right on the beachfront. And you can go swimming. This is a heated pool as well, by the way, so you can swim day and night. Where's the beach? Show me the beach. I don't want to see the pool. So many photos of the pool. Come on. Yeah. Okay, it's not a very good photo of the beach, but you can see a few people there. Google Images is amazing for this, by the way. Yeah?
Yeah.
And they've got a hotel there. So Western Australia, on the coast of Western Australia, they have government ordinances. They can't build buildings over maybe 4 or 5 levels in height, so that the next person doesn't block
I
their
heard
view.
about that. I heard
And
about
then,
that fact.
and then
Yeah.
in Western Australia, this is the only hotel, the only building on the whole of the west coast, that's above this height. I think maybe from here we can see it. Let's see. So this is Observation City. This is where you pull in with the bus, and then you can go to the beach right here.
Do you think this is the right choice from the government to make that rules? You can
I guess
build.
I don't live on the beach. I don't have a house that's like within a few streets like this. So I guess it wouldn't block my view. I mean, a lot of people think it spoils the aesthetics of the beachfront.
Mhm.
And this actually got built in the 1980s because the owner, actually, someone's just mentioning it. Someone's just mentioning it there because Alan Bond. So Alan Bond was a businessman in Western Australia who actually went to jail for embezzlement of money, and his wife Eileen Bond. They basically persuaded the government to let them build this building. Alan Bond, he was a
Alan
very
Bond.
famous businessman in Western Australia. You can see here the bar and cafe next to the beach. And the beach is just there. So there we go. Are there snakes in Russia? Lauren wants to know. Do we have snakes in Russia?
We have snakes. I guess it's like in every region of Russia. I
Right,
guess.
but if you went to like a dacha community, what sort of wild animals would you see?
Bears.
Bears. Just bears. Don't worry about the snakes.
And
like any other animals?
I saw like only a bear, like a couple of times when I visited a dacha
Like
of
regional
my
areas.
friends.
Uh-huh.
And nobody, no one's no danger. Like
Real Moscow says there's snakes in the forests in Siberia.
Yeah. And no, but not like in every step. You can see the snakes like in every step when you goes.
Oh, on Janice's super sticker, she had a picture of luggage. You can't see that when you put the chat up here. Sorry. When people do super stickers, there's like a little like meme that comes next to it. So on there, it's a picture of luggage. Thank you, Janice. Sometimes it's like a meme icon or a picture of something that comes up for stickers. So there's super chats and super stickers.
It means we should leave Russia or what?
Yeah. So so I think we're at 2 hours now. So I think also we're kind of right about the time that we've had our chat. I hope everybody's enjoyed this. Everybody chatting with Dima from Russia. I don't know how you guys think about it, the way we're chatting. Maybe we should have like interview questions, I think. What do you think for next time?
Yeah, we can.
I think, the thing with asking each other questions back and forward, I think maybe the audience is probably better to ask questions than me asking you, because I guess we're kind of living the same life here in a way, right? In a strange kind of way. So what I see is kind of what you see. Actually, the one place that's closing in St. Petersburg is Prisma. Prisma?
Prisma, yeah.
The supermarkets, are they still open there?
I've been in Prisma like around my musical musician, like my I don't know.
But this is the
Um,
supermarket, right? The we're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah. This is a supermarket, and
Hmm.
I visited one of Prismas in in the in the previous month,
Hmm.
and it was closed. But the some of the workers at this trading center were Prisma based. She said the Prisma, one of Prisma in St. Petersburg, still working.
Oh, okay. So maybe you should
But
visit that if you can, if it's not too difficult.
yeah,
I think this will be like viral video where you show
yeah,
like the real.
I should, but I'm not sure it's not closed like
Yet.
today.
Yeah. So for everyone that's watching, not in Russia, of course. So Prisma is it's from Finland. Is it right? Finland.
Yeah, Finland.
So it's a brand of supermarkets that's not in all of Russia. It's only in St. Petersburg area. And they've basically said that they're going to leave Russia. Like a lot of brands have said they're going to leave Russia, but essentially they're really leaving Russia. So they've closed down their stores. They've sold off all of their everything in the supermarket, literally, right? So, and I've seen one or two videos. I've seen one particular video where the guy is walking around in there and really making the video dramatic because it's making it look like every supermarket in Russia is closing.
I don't know what about Prisma. I guess they closing completely,
Yeah.
but one supermarket, one, and today we have, if we have one opened Prisma.
One left.
Yeah, yeah, one
Probably
left.
selling everything from the other stores. They probably moved it
Yeah,
all into
yeah.
one location.
Only because they didn't sell
Didn't sell
or
everything, right? Yeah.
whole the from another local stores in St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
So
So, I mean, if you can get to one and it's close, maybe it's a possibility to do that.
I should.
This is the problem, right? I can't make the video look more dramatic. You know what I mean? I went to GUM, the main department store in Moscow in Red Square, and the day I was there, it was very quiet. And really only a few stores were closed because in GUM, they've only got a few businesses that have closed for self-sanctioning. So it didn't really look, it looked dramatic because it was a quiet day. You know, if I went there on a Saturday, actually, if I go to Globus tomorrow, because Saturday is like the off day for most people, the supermarket will be packed because everybody goes shopping on the weekend, right?
Yeah.
But then people think like the supermarket is fake because it's this is not real shoppers in the supermarket.
I heard in news, in Russian local news, because
Mhm.
that the Russian people go now, for now, goes not in shops,
Yeah.
but in the food
Mhm.
courts to spend some time, like
Right, because not all
to,
the stores are open,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
this is
and food
actually like
courts are
true. Like
full.
at the mega in Troplestan, the
Yeah,
mega shopping center, which is the one with IKEA and Achan together. So that one I go to has the IKEA closed, and that shopping center would have took a lot of traffic because people would go there shopping because of IKEA, because of Ashan, and then
yeah.
because the shopping center is there as well. So now they've took away all of the amount of people going to IKEA. Now it's like it looks like it's quieter. But like you said, people go there and just sit in the food court now, just go for lunch or dinner, or and they don't have really much to walk around the shops for because
Yeah.
maybe their brand is not there anymore.
People need to moving in some places.
Hmm.
uh,
Yeah, it's yeah. Lauren says that there's enough. Thanks for the like. Oh, she's going. To, TTs is going to bed. Bye, TTs. Yeah, the time in Australia is very early or late, by the way. So this time is ideal for Europe, for America, Canada, but it's not ideal for Australians watching. There's enough drama. It's good to keep things real. I guess that's what we're talking about, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're trying to not bring what's happening into the chat. So, all right. 22 likes, by the way. So the good thing when you do a chat, if you get more likes than people, you've done good. That's the key, right? Is to have lots of chat and lots of likes. Oh, Lauren says it's 4:45 in the morning where she is. Oh, so that's a little bit late. Early.
Lauren, do you sleep anytime?
4:45 a.m. Actually, when I was working in the supermarkets in Australia, I would typically, the supermarket opened at 8 a.m., but I typically get to the store for, well, I try to get to the store for 6:30 in the morning so I could do paperwork, plan what changes I need to do in this. Every day I have to change things in the supermarket, like change entire aisles or change entire sections. You know, they want to change the what's on this shelf versus this shelf, you know, the heights.
Like
And
preparing to.
yeah, they want to, like, maybe brands want to change the location where they are, like it's like a different section of the supermarket, or they want to change, put Coca-Cola on this shelf, put Pepsi on this shelf. You know, almost every day there was changes. Like, they're never happy, because the brands influence the supermarkets, the location of the shelves.
I've been working in a shop like DNS in Russia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure.
But we haven't so many activities about like
changing things.
Yeah, because this is the techniques, and
Yeah.
you should like put some chargers, from laptop, and it's hard to replace all this stuff. And only if the customer buys the laptop from the shelf, you should take the charger, you should take the laptop, put it in a box, and goes in. But nothing is happening like every week
Changes
or every
and
day. Yeah, no activities like that. You comes to work and stands straight, like, hey everyone, I want to sell you this laptop. It comes to me.
Yeah, in the supermarkets, like, I was working for a third party company, so I wasn't working for the actual supermarket company. They'd outsource all the changes to another company. So
And
you'd
you're
come into that.
visiting
Yeah, I was only doing 2 different supermarkets because I had enough work that I could only work really in one supermarket, Monday to Friday. But I was doing it in 2 supermarkets, so I do everything twice. I do it in one supermarket on a Monday, then Tuesday I'd visit the second one, then Wednesday I go back to the first one again and do whatever they need to change. Sometimes it's only one item they want to change, or they're not selling it anymore, so they remove it from sale and they put the new flavor, like new flavor of biscuits has come. So there's a certain location they want that particular flavor of biscuits on that particular spot, on that particular aisle. And the staff that work there sometimes just put it anywhere, and then you've got to come then and check the plan of the shop, like the exact location. Yeah, it's easy once you know what to do, right? I mean, but at first it's quite overwhelming because you don't realize the complexity of how they set up the supermarkets. So Lauren says it's 4:45 in Perth. It's 3:15. Yeah, it's 5 hours difference for Perth. And then I think Lauren was in Adelaide, I think, or Sydney. So we have like 3 time zones in Australia. The West Coast time, and then East Coast is 2 hours difference right now. And then in the middle of Australia, there's like an hour and a half difference, which is very weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's very confusing if you live close to these borders with the time differences. She said she set her alarm for this chat. So that's very nice. All right,
She
everybody.
really wanted to see us together.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's actually been really, really good, by the way. I think we've
Yeah.
had I think we need to do it. We need to figure out doing it on your channel.
Yeah, we should. I have access to streaming, and
Actually, let me put up your channel for everybody. Share screen again. 1 second. Share right here. And let's pull up your channel. You like the thumbnail that I did, by the way.
yeah, yeah.
So I basically freeze framed your picture, and
Nice choice.
and then I did background BG remover. There's a web browser.
Yeah,
BG remover.
that's
And it
nice service.
so and it pulled up that picture. So for anybody watching either live or on replay, of course, a lot of people watch this. Oops. Oh, the cheapest grocery store in the whole of Russia. What? Sorry.
Someone from Russia lived the comments under this video. He don't know about this store, and I guess it's only for St. Petersburg, only open in St. Petersburg. I don't know.
Like Prisma, the same thing, right? So Prisma's only in St. Petersburg. Because when I saw the video that I watched about that, I was wondering where they are. So I Googled it. And I'm like, oh, if there's one in Moscow, I've got to go to it. But there's nothing closing in Moscow to create that kind of video.
It's the same like with bakery, Volchika. It's bakery called Volchika. You in Moscow have no Volchika bakery, but it's cheapest. It's like famous. It's we have this bakery like in every district, in every suburban, in every place of the St. Petersburg and Leningradskaya Oblast.
And we don't have it in Moscow. So there you go. So everybody watching, this is Dima's channel. Dima from Russia. So Dima, do you know how many subscribers you had before I pulled this up on the screen? Before you look now, did you know the number?
Maybe 313.
Okay, so you're on 316 now. If that might have helped, I wonder if anybody subscribed.
Thank you for stream.
Do you have a goal for your channel, like of 500,000, 10,000?
I'm raising not the first channel on YouTube, right? And I have no goal. I just need to do what I'm doing and making videos. What I want to do, what people want to see, and just pushing, and everything will be okay. I guess.
Actually, you can see where I've watched a couple of your videos here.
Yeah.
Not all of them, by the way.
We don't need it anymore. You can see about McDonald's.
Yeah. So actually, it's very interesting there. You've got this part 2, Crisis in St. Petersburg, and that had 8,600 views.
Yeah.
And then your last video had 200 views. What's going on?
Because of the topic.
I guess.
Crisis in Russia, it's not the same like some places in Russia.
So
you should check the survey I did. Do Russians need dollar?
Oh, the video you mean, or
at the right side.
Oh yeah, so there's actually a channel called 1420. Is that the right channel? 1420.
Yeah.
Do you know this channel?
Yeah.
Where they interview so it's university students in Moscow who set up this channel.
Yeah.
And they interview people around their campus and ask them. I would imagine they probably interview 100, 200 people and then edit down the videos. And they ask them like the same question to 100 people.
Yeah.
To get their responses.
And the man who created this channel, he actually Not in Russia for right now.
Ah, so he's got somebody else.
He's in Georgia, I
So he's
guess.
got someone else filming it for him, maybe,
Yeah.
or
He has people like in whole Russia, in Kostroma, in Saint Petersburg, in Moscow, and he's paying them for filming, for
asking the
doing this.
questions,
Yeah,
and
for
then
asking the questions, and he on his own, like mm, only managing this thing.
sure, okay. So we don't even have to. We don't even need to film anything. We just get people to do it for us.
Yeah,
And
this is
just,
the no. He did the business model at this.
oh, your channel just got another subscriber. Gary's just subscribed to
Thank
your
you,
channel. So
thank you, Gary.
317 subscribers you have.
That,
So,
that that's helping so much because we need. I have a goal. I have a goal
oh,
because we need the 50
five,
uh,
five,
f-
500
500 subscribers for
com-
unlocking the
community.
community. Yeah, the community. We after that, after this goal,
Mm-hmm.
we have access to like voting,
Polls. Mm-hmm. Polls, yeah, the
yeah,
votes, yeah.
yeah, polls, yeah. Uh,
Real Moscow wants to know, are there still Loziv or milk?
I
Can you?
I didn't buy Losiva milk.
Is it a brand of milk in the
Yeah,
supermarkets,
I
or
guess it's a brand. I
you don't
guess
know
it's
this?
a brand.
Do you know the brand, or
I don't know this brand.
okay?
I no, I can recognize it.
Uh-huh. So yeah, you've actually gained one subscriber while we're doing the live stream. Uh,
Thank you, guys.
Lauren says there's many Russians in Georgia now. Have you heard
Yeah,
about?
Georgia, Turkey. Yeah,
Have you heard about any? Do you have any friends or people that you know that have
yeah,
left
yeah.
Russia? Actually, that's a question we should ask. Do you know anyone who's left Russia?
Yeah, a few friends I knew left Russia, for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One, my friend, she left Russia because of a political situation.
Mm-hmm.
It touched her because of her job. He was working at the Dost, like Rain, famous oppositional channel in Russia, the one of the oppositional channel in Russia, Dost,
Uh-huh.
Rain, like Rain.
So she just decided to leave because she was worried for her safety, or
No, she like I guess she was claimed
mm-hmm.
like foreign agent in Russia. It means like
Wow.
you have problems like every side of your life in Russia, and
Sure.
the channel uh, she was working, it closed because the channel, because of the correspondence, because all that stuff in this channel, they called this special operation like in real world what is happening,
Yeah, right.
and
Understand.
they was closed and all stuff is like failed, and she decided to move from Moscow, actually,
Yeah.
from Moscow to Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
After that, for she goes to Tajikistan, I guess, and after that, she goes to Georgia.
Sure. Wow.
Yeah, and hard situation for her, and she's been a little bit stuck with job because she know nothing,
Yeah, I mean, I
no
guess
job.
if you don't have a job where you could work remotely or you could do something online or
Yeah, but
um,
it's a little bit hard because of English.
right, of course.
And we have some organizations, some like employers from Russia, like with not based in Russia, like Russians in this
Other
Russian,
regions.
yeah, they helping Russian people uh, with not a good English to have a job
Sure.
remotely from
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, from Turkey, another place, and
Yeah.
they pay in dollars or euros.
Janice asks, which I think it's okay to ask this question: are you afraid of the possibility of being drafted, being a Russian
Uh,
citizen? Do you know what that means?
Draft? No.
Like the possibility that the government may ask you to go and help the
Um,
people, like you may be enlisted to the
like
to,
military,
yeah.
yeah. Um, mm,
Has this
I,
crossed your
I'm
mind at all?
I'm a little bit scared about that. But I can do nothing without with this like
Oh,
situation.
conscripted.
Yeah,
Conscripted. That's the word.
conscripted. It's like
Where they ask you to, you don't have a choice.
yeah, and I have like paper for uh, you.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're exempted or
you
you're
don't need to go to Russian army
oh, like an
in a paper
exemption.
like because of the health problems you
Sure.
need to
Oh,
you need
because of your
to
uh bullet wound.
yeah
Wow.
actually not, but I have this paper for like you need to go to Russian army because of the health problems, but I'm in reserve.
Right.
I'm in reserve. Like everyone in Russia, everyone who have this paper, everyone in reserve, and
Oh,
like the whole country in reserve,
sure.
you know,
Yeah, the
and
demand for accommodation in Georgia is pushing prices up there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they're
This is
not cheap
the
places to go to anymore if this is the case, right?
yeah, and that's because I am can't move to Georgia and can't move to Turkey because the price is going up.
It's not
Uh,
necessarily better for you or easier for you because the cost of it's not
yeah,
any cheaper or
yeah. First of all, for rent in the apartment, and it goes like 1 month before, like 1 month, like 15 of March. The price was at this date was like doubled before 1 month,
sure.
and no, in Russian ruble,
Yeah. Right.
and because of your have a job in Russia, if
Mm.
you have a job in Russia, you can't easily move to Georgia or Turkey, but you still have a way to go like Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, like Konstantin from
Yeah.
Russia,
Yeah,
inside
our
Russia.
friend, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and I guess he like feeling well about the prices in that country.
Yeah. I saw he made like a visit to the market in Tashkent. This
And
open
what about prices?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I only saw like he talked about the price with strawberries and things like that. But I think it's not the season. He bought some strawberries and he feels bad that he paid more money for them. But I think it's maybe
Hmm.
not quite the season yet. And this is the one thing I'm trying to get across in my videos, because some people have picked up on in some of the markets, they have some signage on the prices of some fruits and vegetables, but a lot of them don't, right? Because it's a little bit negotiable. But everything here is very seasonal, even if it's from Russia or not. So
Yeah.
in another month or two, prices of raspberries and strawberries will drop like crazy. But now it's the end of the winter, whereas at winter time now we had the mandarins, the Christmas oranges,
Uh,
and they were
it,
very cheap.
it,
But now
it,
they're slowly going up in price because it's out of season for mandarins.
it was interesting to hear how you call the mandarins like Christmas
Christmas
oranges.
oranges.
It's a little bit like surprisingly for
Yes, in England they call them satsumas.
satsumas.
Yeah, this is like the name of the like easy peel mandarins. Satsumas, but this is like really like a word for certain countries to have. So,
Any questions? Any new questions?
Janice says, I'd recommend Dove soap for your pimple, but any moisturizing soap will do. All right, guys, we're gonna have last questions, last 1 or 2 questions to Dima, and then we're gonna head off because I think we're both actually my cheeks are hurting from smiling and being happy so much. I need to be less smiling. You have a bit of Russian. You have a bit of a Russian accent, Russell. I don't know. Quite. My accent is like very mixed from working on cruise ships for 20 years. So this is why also I correct a lot of the words I say to make them sound easier to understand. So I try not to be Australian, no worries, yeah, like this slang. Because even
how can you say anything like in Australian way?
Like someone mentioned there about we're gonna go down south. The minute she said this, it means to go down like 2 or 3 hours south of Perth. You know, it doesn't matter where it is. It's just go down south. You know, we're gonna have like this shrimps on the barbie is like advertising slang, but we're gonna have prawns on the barbecue. I don't know. I'll catch you later. You know, or I'll. I say here a lot, and my wife says it now, like no worries. We have a saying in Australia, no worries. Yeah, like no problems, right? And you know, I say it a lot because it's really an Australian thing, like no worries. I mean, there's a lot of worry in your mind, maybe, like I don't know what you've got in your head right now, but you know, I mean, in Australia we just say, okay, no worries. You know, even if you've got big problems in your head, or you've got problems with money, your health, your life, your wife, your cat. I don't know. You just say no worries.
Chile, like.
Oh, there you go. You've got a request for a video. Dima, can you show some buskers and local musicians? On a video.
Buskers, I need to translate this.
You know, like the performers at the metro stations, the musicians in the streets.
Buskers.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. I should.
Do you know what a busker is?
I play the music actually. I have a guitar. Like. AC/DC. Is it guys from Australia?
He's from Perth, actually, the guy.
Living easy.
Уличный музыкант.
Уличные музыканты, да. Уличные музыканты.
Yeah, so these are the guys that like in Moscow, they have them in sometimes in the squares and in the actually today in the metro station there was a few people playing music, and then there's someone like with a hat wanting to collect money. So, Highway to Hell.
Yeah,
this is the famous Highway. You know Highway to Hell?
Yeah, I like AC/DC.
Now I'm going to show you here now. Before we go now. Fishing boat. Now this is on the maps. I'm going to show you now this. So we have like a fishing boat harbor in Fremantle. Am I going to be able to find it? This is the problem. Yes, it's right here. So they have like a fish cafe here in Fremantle. And hopefully this is like the cafe here, and then there's all the fishing boats here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
And then this statue is Bon Scott. This is a statue to Bon Scott, the lead singer from AC/DC.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was from this area in Fremantle, very close to this area. And that's the statue of him at this fishing harbor.
These guys, like AC/DC, they are amazing.
Yeah, this is the park here. There's a park where you can go to, and then this is Cicerello's. It's like fish cafe, fish restaurant.
Nice.
And then there's Joe's Fish Shack over here, but people don't like this one. They like to go to Cicerello's. This is like iconic place in Fremantle. You see, I love Frio. This is like slang for Fremantle.
Joyce.
Frio. So that's the tribute to Bon Scott. And actually he's buried at the local cemetery in Fremantle. And where is this cemetery? Okay, we're not going to see like where it is, but somewhere up here. Golf club. Where is this? The cemetery's here somewhere. No. Anyway, there's a cemetery very close, and people from all around the world make a pilgrimage to see his gravestone, Bon Scott's gravestone. And it's very famous. There's even a movie about it where people made like a pilgrimage. You know what a pilgrimage is?
Pilgrimage.
Like they travel from one city to another country to go and see something particular. They make like a, like I'm going to go from here to Vladivostok because I want to go see the ocean. It's like it's called pilgrimage.
Got it.
Stairways to Heaven.
Stairways to Heaven. Yeah, great song.
You just need a little discipline. You'll be talking Russian like a native in a month. Yeah, Gary was a bodyguard for John Lennon, by the way.
No way.
Yes. Yeah, he was quite a few years ago. That was he has a Facebook page dedicated to this.
Can you send the link?
Oh, I probably can't because I don't have the other, because my Facebook's not open on this browser. I'll send you it on Telegram.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, there you go. It's Australian musicians, Cold Chisel and Jimmy Barnes. Do you know these names?
Cold Chisel.
And Jimmy. Cold Chisel is the band name, and then Jimmy Barnes is the lead singer.
Jimmy Barnes.
Yeah, he's a famous Australian rocker. And a lot of this Cold Chisel is very similar to AC/DC in its type of music. Similar.
Mm-hmm.
It's very close to this type of music. And Jimmy Barnes is actually, he's still singing now, this guy, and he has like 5 kids, and his kids are now musicians. And he, at Christmas time, Jimmy Barnes makes like Christmas music albums. He always releases at Christmas. Yeah, so Gary's, his name on Facebook is Gerd Mia. Gerd Mia.
Yeah, all right.
So if you type that into Facebook, it should come up, I think.
Okay.
So maybe it's worth to look him up, and you've got a big list of things to write down here now, I think.
Yeah.
Janice, I wouldn't be able to make a live stream in Russian. There is no chance at all. I would struggle to say 50 words. Actually, there's oh, sorry. I've took it off the screen now for you, but if you can see the chat. There's a Australian family in Novosibirsk that I forgot his channel name. Russia Guy channel, and the actual family's from Perth, and they're farmers. They were living in like the outer regions of Perth, and they are planning to buy land and start farming in Novosibirsk region.
And he is currently in Russia.
Yeah, the family. Yeah, and his wife. He does his what YouTube channels. Oh, let's pull it up. Oh gosh, weird. Yeah, these are a couple of his wife does all the channels now in all of the videos now. She does them in Russian, and she's from Australia and she speaks in Russian in her. So it's Russia Guy. Oops. This is his channel.
Oh yeah, I know him.
So, and in all his videos, he wears his like Australian Akubra hat. This Akubra hat in all his videos. And actually, just going to look at his channel for a second. His most popular video is it's changed now a little bit. So
Russian
that was when his family arrived. His parents came from Australia to Russia. And he did one looking at the transport. And he did he went to, I think either Obi or Leroy Merlin and made a video. And it had 113,000 views. Russian tool store, what can you buy? And he did a walk around of Leroy Merlin.
We need to, I should write it.
Oh, did this make this video?
Yeah.
So he's put his channel name for the search, right? So Russian tool store. So that's what he called his. So that's searchable video.
Yeah.
Average Russian apartment tour, average Russian house tour he made. Russian sports store. So he went to I don't know this name of the sports store. Whatever the big brand of sports store is in the shopping centers.
Which one? Which video?
This one here in the right.
Sports store. What can you buy?
Yeah.
Sportmeister?
Yeah, I mean, I think he maybe went to like something similar to Sportmeister, but in Novosibirsk. And he shows like hockey sticks and backpacks and whatever's in there. And he puts up the exchange rate to show you what the prices are in dollars, euros, pounds.
So some of Russians, of Russian YouTubers or people in Russia who making a video on YouTube started to making international channels, like no words. Sometimes it's like comparison of prices, and you silently or with music, some music, you going somewhere, doing something, and like no words for you need to translate it like for most usable languages in the whole world, like Chinese, like
do you know Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
So he's now got like a Russian. He's made his channel in like 10 languages, and he gets them all dubbed. He's actually got dubbing on all of his videos. So he does the same video and has them dubbed into different voices, and puts them onto that like Mr. Beast Russian channel, Mr. Beast Spanish channel, Mr. Beast Italian channel. He doesn't have the same amount of subscribers, but it's just very successful to do that, right? Yeah, this is his wife, Russian homestead girl, is her channel. Australian country girl living in Novosibirsk, Russia. And her videos, you can see, are all in Russian language. And in the video, she actually talks in conversation Russian.
I saw a similar channels like her, and I've been surprised because the guy in the video talking totally Russian, like nothing no words in English or any, and only title of video translated, and some of description translated.
Yeah, so she's Got
And
28,000 subscribers. She doesn't use community tab, but she was doing them in English. I think she's changed them all to Russian now, and I think she's actually even unlisted a lot of her English videos. She does
I
like
guess it's
cooking videos, like a little bit different to what her husband does. The videos,
I guess she doing this channel for people who learn in Russian,
right?
and it's
From an
she
Australian perspective.
yeah yeah, she uses the like simple words for
Oh,
you,
Lauren
you
wants
can
you to go to some museums and galleries in St. Petersburg. Russell refuses. I'm not really into art galleries and museums. It's not like my thing to go to them. So that's why I don't really want to make the videos in these kind of places.
I should do that.
Real Moscow says put a link to all of these channels. I'll add them to the description of this video afterwards. So maybe you can check it
Yes.
later. The description to these other Australian channels. They're very interesting. I mean, I've talked about this before that you might not like some of these different channels that I'm pointing out, but it's whether or not you kind of get that connection and that feeling from listening to them and watching them. I think for real Moscow projects, this Russian Homestead Girl channel might be interesting because it's all in Russian. See, a lot of people who don't understand English don't maybe watch some of my videos because it's in English, and they're not used to watching them with subtitles. To all need only message me on Messenger. Okay. Yeah, don't film anything that can get you in trouble. That's very true. I don't know, what's the situation with filming in museums? I think a lot of these places don't allow you to film things, right? Museums, art galleries.
If it's like a little museum, we have some in St. Petersburg. We have different museums like close in Podval.
Yeah, but like in the Hermitage, you could walk around with a camera or not?
Yeah, you can.
They wouldn't stop you there doing anything.
If I go to Hermitage with Osmo, it's no questions. But you shouldn't use the flash.
Oh, you can pay to. Real Moscow says you can pay for filming in museums.
Sometimes, yeah.
But it's not a big price, as I remember.
And in some museums, you can just talk to administrator and say to them, I doing it for like foreign channel on YouTube. I want to share the info about your museum, like people may come to you after my video. And this is I need to check this word.
Yeah, Dimmer is right.
Barter.
Okay. It says you're right, so you must be explaining it correctly. So, all right, everybody. I think I'm gonna end the stream right here. I hope you guys have had a good time. So yeah, definitely, I'll put the link to the description. Actually, I'll add even Dimmer's channel as well if you haven't subscribed, or if you plan to subscribe and follow him for his videos.
Any questions, guys? Any
comments
topics for new videos?
Yeah, right. So maybe mention them in the comments for his videos. Absolutely, yeah. So thanks everybody whoever posted super chats or super stickers. If you're still watching, thank you very much for those. It's very appreciated. This is kind of the microwave money. Microwave money. Actually, it's a microwave and a toaster. So that's the video. We need to go and walk around and look in maybe in NVIDIA. That's pretty much where we tend to buy them from. So, Inside Russia is going to be on in 7 minutes, Gary said. He's going to have live stream in 7 minutes.
All right.
Constantine. So, okay, everybody, I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dimmer, for being on the live stream.
Thank you, Russell.
Yeah, I'm going to end the stream. So don't go anywhere, Dimmer. I'm not sure if you'll disappear or not. I'll end the stream. Thank you, Gary, for moderating. Yes, thank you, Real Moscow. Maybe we can meet up tomorrow at Vedenhar if you're going to be going there to Real Moscow. It's really weird how it's like the channel name of the person and you're not saying their real name, right? So, yeah, thanks, Gary, for being a moderator. Thank you, Real Moscow. Janice, Lauren. Do you remember any other names? We're not going to thank everybody. We're going to forget anybody's names. Yeah, so thanks, everybody, I think is the best to say. And yeah, I'm going to end right here. And we'll see you all in another... we'll message you. Thank you, Real Moscow. Sorry. Yeah. She's going to message to say maybe meet tomorrow. Have a good evening, Henry Milton. Oh, everyone's saying goodbye. Oh, TT's as well. Bearbull Cruising. I know Bearbull from the cruise ship channel that I have, by the way. So there was a question up here. I'm just going to find it back again. Dimo, watch Matt Crosby sing "Brother" on a version on YouTube. He also plays guitar. You might like his music. Matt Crosby.
Matt Crosby. I can't find the
song "Brother."
Brother. I should check.
Yeah, maybe check later. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Thank
Yes.
you,
All right. I'm out of here. I'll end the broadcast. Thanks, everybody. See you again soon.
See
Traveling
you next
with
time.
Russia and Dimmer from Russia as